faces mourning like you never lived. Sunlight finds the cushion, then it goes quiet. I make coffee for one, but I pour too much. Old habits don't ask permission, they just try it. There's a spoon by the sink, bent at the handle. You used to say it fits your hand just right. I keep washing it slow, like it might answer, while the house feels bigger every night. I didn't hear the leaving when it started. No suitcase thunder, no shaking wall, just your laugh getting thinner in the hallway, just me saying later to every call. You asked me once if I still saw you. I said, of course, too quick, too clean. Now that question sits beside your chair, looking straight through me. Your chair still faces morning, but you ain't there. Still holds the shape of a love I didn't repair. I say I'm alright, I'm not. I say I let go, not yet. But every sunrise knows what I regret. You left so slowly, I called it peace. Now silence sits where you used to breathe. Your chair still faces morning, and morning keeps asking for you. Tonight I moved that chair 1 inch, then moved it back like I had sinned. Ain't it strange how wood and fabric can keep the place a body's been? I sat beside it on the floor, let the cold boss take my weight. No crying loud, just breathing shallow, like truth had finally found its gate. Maybe I don't miss the room we had, maybe I miss the man who should have stayed. Maybe love don't disappear in storms, maybe it leaves when it stops being named. I kept the chair, kept the silence, like both of them could bring you home. Your chair still faces morning, but you ain't there. Still holds the shape of a love I didn't repair. I say I'm alright, forgive me. I say I let go, I lied. But every sunrise burns on the inside. You left so slowly, I called it peace. Now silence sits where you used to breathe. Your chair still faces morning, and morning keeps asking for you. Light on the cushion, coffee gone cold. Maybe tomorrow I'll sit there, or maybe I won't. Your chair still faces morning, and I still face the door. There's a blue plate in the cabinet, cracked along the side. You bought it for $1, said broken things got pride. I never used to notice how you set it down with care. Now I hear it in the quiet, like your hands are still there. You served my toast on that plate when I came home mean late. You didn't ask where I had been, just moved the coffee straight. I thought that was weakness, now I know it was grace. Some love don't raise its voice, it just makes a tired place. That blue plate remembers what I forgot, how you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, I was careless, I say I tried, not enough. Now every crack looks like love. I see your hands in the kitchen light, see my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. I washed it slowly, though it wasn't even used. Held it like a witness to the kind of man you knew. I set it on the table where you once sat across. Some objects don't mean nothing till they show you what you lost. Maybe memory ain't mercy, maybe mercy has a scar. Maybe it keeps the little things, so truth don't travel far. You love me in details, I failed you out loud. That blue plate remembers what I forgot, how you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, forgive me, I say I tried, I lied. Now every crack cuts inside. I see your hands in the kitchen light, see my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. I put it back gently, same old shelf. Broken things got pride. You said that yourself. when we were brave, we drove with no map, 2 paper cups rolling under the seat. You sang to the dashboard, I watched the road, like tomorrow was something we'd meet. There's a photo of us by the river, your hair all wild from the wind. I look like a man with a future, not someone who'd waste where he'd been. I remember the motel with the red door, ice machine broken down the hall. You drew a heart on the mirror with steam from the bathroom wall. I laughed and wiped it too soon, said we had to leave by 9. Now I give most of my mornings to stand in that steam one more time. Back when we were brave, love felt easy to spend. I didn't know good days could end. I say I'm grateful, I say I'm over it, I'm not. But nostalgia smiles where regret gets hot. We had nothing, still had enough. Then I got careless with all that love. Back when we were brave, I didn't know I could break us. Postcard you never mailed to anyone. Wish we could stay lost forever, written crooked in the sun. I pressed it flat on the table, like flattening could repair the years I spent acting certain while you were asking me to care. Maybe the past ain't trying to hurt me, maybe it's showing me the door where I walked out of something holy, 'cause I thought I deserved more. I called it freedom, but it was fear in a cleaner coat. Back when we were brave, love felt easy to spend. I didn't know good days could end. I say I'm grateful, forgive me. I say I'm over it, I lied. But nostalgia smiles with regret inside. We had nothing, still had enough. Then I got careless with all that love. Back when we were brave, I didn't know I could break us. Postcard on the table, evening turning blue. We wanted to stay lost forever, I just lost you. Back when we were brave, back when we were brave. the bag, before the key hit the bowl by the stair. You were gone in the way you folded laundry, like your hands had already left there. No storm in the yard, no glass on the ground, no neighbors turning on the light. Just one less question after supper, just one more long and careful night. You stopped telling me small stories about the women at the store. Stopped asking if I heard you, 'cause you already knew before. I thought we were getting peaceful, thought the rough years made us wise. But quiet can be a curtain, and I never looked behind. You were gone before the door, I just heard it last. Love, it crossed the river long before I saw the tracks. I said you were calm, you were tired, said we were safe, I was wrong. You were gone before the door, you had been leaving all along. Yeah. I found your garden ribbon tied around a dead rose cane. You always marked the living things so you could find them after rain. I stood there with the clippers, hands shaking at the stem. Some things die from thirst, I know, but some from being overlooked again. Maybe leaving starts in silence when silence has to beg. Maybe love sits down too often and forgets it has two legs. I was waiting for your anger, but you had spent it all on hope. You were gone before the door, I just heard it last. Love had crossed the river long before I saw the tracks. I said you were calm, forgive me, I said we were safe, I was blind. You were gone before the door, and I was left behind. Rose ribbon faded, bowl by the stair. Some doors closed late, 'cause nobody was there. You were gone before the door. You were gone before the door. Rain came down like it knew my window. Tap, tap slow on that old cracked pane. left your cup by the kitchen table, still turned toward mine like nothing changed. Clock on the wall keeps dragging midnight, coffee gone cold, but I drink it still. There's a coat on the chair I keep meaning to move, but my hands won't listen, and maybe they never will. I used to laugh when you saved every ticket, movie stubs, bus fares, folded neat. Now I find them hiding in books and pockets, little paper ghosts following me. I told myself I was only cleaning, but I sat on the floor till the morning came, holding one receipt from a rainy Sunday, where your handwriting still spelled my name. Rain still knows your name. It keeps saying it's soft on the glass. I say I moved on, I did. I say I'm alright, I lied, but every drop keeps pulling me back. Love went quiet, but regret got loud. It sits beside me when the lights go down. Rain still knows your name, yeah, and I still answer somehow. That made me brave. Stood by the bin for a minute or two, then brought them back like something to say. I ain't proud of how I hold sorrow like it's the last warm thing in this place, but some nights pain feels almost familiar, like your hand once did against my face. Maybe I don't miss the whole of us. Maybe I miss who I was beside you. Maybe the rain ain't bringing you back. Maybe it's washing what I still hide from. I blame the weather, blame the years, but I was the one who disappeared. Rain still knows your name, yeah. Keep saying it's soft on the glass. I say I moved on, forgive me. I say I'm alright, I'm not, but every drop keeps dragging the past. Love went quiet, but regret got teeth. It bites down hard when I try to sleep. Rain still knows your name, and I still answer underneath. Morning comes pale on the kitchen floor. Your cup still waiting like before. Maybe tomorrow I'll put it away, or maybe I won't. Rain still knows your name, and tonight so do I. Your spoon still rests beside the kettle, handle turned left like you always did. I washed every cup, but I kept that little medal, like hiding the proof of the life we lived. The tea went bitter, waiting on nobody. Steam gave up before I could drink. I stood there staring at your old blue mug, like porcelain knows more than I think. You didn't leave loud, that's what haunts me. No suitcase slam, no midnight fight, just fewer words at the kitchen table and your eyes looking past the light. I kept telling myself love gets quiet, kept calling your distance peace, but every quiet morning took a little more, till there was nothing left to we. I lost you slow, and I called it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, we were fine. I said give it time, time took you from me. Now the spoon still knows your tea, still turns left where your hand used to be. I lost you slow, yeah, I lost you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. Tonight I tried to put it in the drawer, just one small spoon shouldn't feel like war. But my hand froze halfway over the wood, like letting go might mean I never understood. I sat on the floor, back against the cabinet, laughing once, then losing breath. Ain't no grand goodbye when truth comes walking, just a kitchen light and nothing left. Baby, love don't always leave in anger. Maybe it leaves when nobody asks. Maybe you were begging in small changes, and I kept sweeping up the past. I keep blaming silence, but I was quiet too. I lost you slow, and I called it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, forgive me. I said give it time, I was asleep. Now the spoon still knows your tea, you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. I put the spoon back, same place as before. Didn't fix nothing, didn't close the door. Maybe tomorrow I'll let it be just a spoon, or maybe not yet. The tea went cold, but I'm still in the room. I wake before the light, same as yesterday. Floor cold under my feet, I don't rush no more. There's a chair by the window where I sit and wait, like something might speak through that quiet door. Pages still open, I never turn them, dust settling soft like it belongs there. I read the same line, then I stop halfway. Feels like the words just float in the air. I tried saying the prayers I memorized back then, but they fall different now, don't land the same. My voice sounds smaller inside this room, like I'm calling someone who forgot my name. People say, hold on, it'll come back around, but they don't hear the silence when night gets deep. I nod like I'm fine, I ain't really fine, just tired of talking to something I can't see. I'm still knocking on a silent door. Hands getting tired, but I don't let go. Calling out soft, can you hear me? Even when I don't know if you even know. I say I believe, I want to. I say I trust, I'm trying, but my heart keeps slipping through the floor. I'm still knocking, yeah, I'm still knocking on a door that don't answer no more. Closed that book, pushed the chair aside, said maybe this fight ain't meant for me. Maybe I've been wrong this whole damn time, but something in me didn't move an inch. Even in doubt, it stayed right there. Not loud, not strong, just barely breathing, like hope too weak, but still too stubborn to leave. Maybe faith ain't fire, maybe it's ember still glowing low when the night feels long. Maybe it ain't answers, maybe it's staying even when everything feels wrong. I don't hear you, I don't see signs, but I ain't learned how to walk away. I'm still knocking on a silent door, yeah. Hands worn down, but I won't let go. Calling out aloud, don't leave me here. Even if talking soft, just in case you hear. The old song found me in a corner bar. I wasn't looking back tonight, but that first chord came from the jukebox and turned my chest toward the light. You used to tap that rhythm with 2 fingers on my knee. I laughed at how you loved it. Now it laughs right back at me. I could see your red coat spinning by the window near the door. Could smell the rain in your collar, could feel my boots on that floor. I was younger than my mercy, meaner than I understood. I thought saying nothing kept me safe, but silence never could. The old song found me, and it knew your name. Played the sweet part first, then brought back the pain. I say it's just music, it ain't. I say I'm alright, but every note remembers what I forgot. Nostalgia poured the whiskey, regret lit up the flame. The old song found me, and I went back again. Before the chorus finished, paid my tab and walked outside. Rain was leaning on the sidewalk like it knew I had cried. I stood beneath the awning with my collar in my hand. Some melodies don't follow, they just wait where you still stand. Maybe I don't miss the music, maybe I miss who heard it too. Maybe regret is just a chorus that comes back when it's true. I can change the station, but not the room it takes me to. The old song found me, and it knew your name. Played the sweet part first, then brought back the pain. I say it's just music, forgive. I say I'm alright, but every note keeps you alive. Nostalgia poured the whiskey, regret lit up the flame. And the old song found me, yeah, and I went back again. Rain on the awning, song through the wall. Some nights don't need pictures, to remember it all. The old song found me. The old song found me. There's a button in the ashtray from your old brown coat. You lost it one winter, laughing at the train. I meant to sew it back on, kept saying later. Now later sits here, looking just the same. I don't even smoke, but the ashtray stayed. A little glass moon on the table side, holding loose change, holding that button, holding proof I let small things slide. You used to save receipts in your coat pocket, candy wrappers, pins, a prayer card too. Said little things remember better than people ever do. I laughed back then like I knew something, like being careless made me free. Now one small button in a dirty tray knows more about love than me. That button in the ashtray keeps calling your name, small as a secret, heavy as blame. I say it's nothing, it ain't nothing. I say I'm alright, I'm not. But every little thing remembers what I forgot. Love don't always leave a letter, sometimes it leaves threadbare. That button in the ashtray still tells me you were there. Tonight I held it between two fingers, like a coin from some lost land. Almost put it in a drawer, but it warmed up in my hand. I remembered you standing by the mirror, trying to fix what I ignored. You asked me for a needle once, I said tomorrow, then walked out the door. Maybe regret ain't in the grand things, maybe it hides in what we delay, in loose threads and almost and not now, said every day. I thought love could wait, but waiting wore it through. That button in the ashtray keeps calling your name, small as a secret, heavy as blame. I say it's nothing, forgive me. I say I'm alright, I lied. But every little thing keeps you alive. Love don't always leave a letter, sometimes it leaves threadbare. That button in the ashtray, yeah, still tells me you were there. everything stay. That button in the ashtray. That button in the ashtray. Found an old photograph under winter clothes, back of the drawer where the dust don't move. You had your hand on my shoulder, eyes half closed. I look like a man who had nothing to prove. Kitchen light yellow, rain on the glass, coffee gone bitter, spoon in the sink. I sat there laughing, then I got quiet fast. Funny how memory don't ask what you think. I remember that jacket, the tear in the sleeve. You said you would mend it, I said later on. Later kept walking farther than me. Now the jacket is here and the hands are gone. I was too proud to say I was scared, too young to know love could run out of time. You waited for words, I left them in there, behind my teeth where they turned into lies. The photograph lied, it said we were fine, smiling like tomorrow was already kind. I said I'd come back, I never did. I said I'd call, I let it ring. Now every old picture knows everything. Oh, nostalgia got sweet hands, but regret got teeth. It holds me close, then it cuts too deep. The photograph lied, the photograph lied, and I've been living in that frame too long tonight. Just to feel strong, held it over the trash for a minute or two, but my hand wouldn't open. I stood there too long, still losing arguments I already knew. So I placed it face down beside my bed, like that could make the past behave. But I saw you anyway, inside my head, wearing that smile I didn't save. Maybe I don't miss the road we were on. Maybe I miss the man I could have been. Maybe regret ain't asking for forgiveness. Maybe it's learning where silence begins. I kept blaming time, like time need to heal. Some doors stay closed, but everybody knows what's gone can still sit beside you real still. Maybe tomorrow I'll let it see the light, or maybe I'll keep it one more night. The photograph lied, but I remember the truth. I didn't hear you stop loving me. No thunder rolled, no glass hit the floor. Just your toothbrush turned away from mine. Just your shoes not touching the door. Motel light blinked through the curtain. We were halfway home and nowhere close. You watched rain crawl down the window. I watched the late show like a ghost. You asked, do you feel lonely, even lying next to me? I laughed too quick, kissed your shoulder like a man trying not to see. That question stayed there in the carpet, by the suitcase near the bed. I stepped around it all damn evening. Now it lives inside my head. I didn't hear you stop loving me. I only heard the rain. I said we'd be alright, we were fading. I said nothing changed, everything changed. You left in inches, left in breath, left before the leaving came. I didn't hear you stop loving me, but I hear it every day. Come on! I drove past that motel yesterday. Room 12 still had that broken sign. I pulled in, then backed out slowly, like crossing into another time. I could almost see you standing, wet hair, bare feet, tired eyes. Not angry, just somewhere farther than I knew how to drive. Maybe love don't always ask twice. Maybe once is all we get. Maybe silence is an answer when the heart is tired of begging. You told me in a whisper, I answered with a whoa. I didn't hear you stop loving me. I only heard the rain. I said we'd be alright, forgive me. I said nothing changed. I was again. I didn't hear you stop loving me, but I hear it now. You left in small weather, not a storm. No thunder came to warm the room, just less perfume on your pillow, less singing in the afternoon. The kettle still knew your timing, the window still knew your face, but you were moving out of loving, one quiet inch a day. You stopped correcting my stories, stopped laughing when I lied, stopped asking me to hold you, and sleep stood on your side. I thought peace meant we were steady, thought quiet meant we were grown. Didn't know a house could be full and still leave somebody alone. You left in small weather, slow and gray. I didn't see the sky change. I said love was calm, it was tired. I said we were safe, we were strange. No suitcase crying by the door, no broken glass on the floor. You left in small weather till you weren't here anymore. Last night I found your hairbrush still tucked beside the sink, a few dark strands wrapped around it, like proof I had to think. I held it like an answer, but answers don't come clean. Some leaving is so quiet, you don't hear what it means. Baby, love don't beg for saving when it's begged too many times. Baby, it just folds its coat and steps across the line. I was waiting for a warning, you were already gone. You left in small weather, slow and gray. I didn't see the sky change. I said love was calm, forgive me. I said we were safe, I was late. No suitcase crying by the door, no broken glass on the floor. You left in small weather till you weren't here anymore. Clouds kept moving, room stayed still. You left in small weather, and I feel it still. Woke up before the sun again, don't know why. Same chair, same silence, staring back at me. Bible still open where I left it last night. Words look the same, but they don't speak. Kettle humming low like it's trying to pray. Steam rising up, then it disappears. I whispered something didn't sound like faith, just a tired man hoping someone hears. Used to feel you somewhere in the quiet, now it's just echoes I can't recognize. I keep doing all the things they told me, but it feels like I'm talking to the sky. Church bells are ringing down the street somewhere. People dressed clean like they know the way. I stood outside, couldn't make my feet move. What if I walk in and still feel the same? I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, calling your name, but it don't come back. I say I believe, I say I trust, but there's something in me slipping through the cracks. If you're still there, why it feels so empty? Why this silence louder than my cries? I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, and I don't know which side I'm on tonight. Last night I said I wouldn't pray again. Sat there, stubborn hands clenched tight, but something in me broke real quiet, and I folded down without a fight. No big words, didn't sound holy, just I'm lost over and over. Didn't feel you, didn't see no sign, but I stayed there a little longer. Maybe faith ain't feel, maybe it's staying even when the room don't answer back. Maybe hope ain't loud, maybe it's breathing in the space where everything feels cracked. I don't got proof, I don't got answers, just this ache that won't let me go. I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, yeah, still calling your name through the dark. I say I believe, help me. I say I trust, hold me, even when it feels like falling apart. If you're still there, don't let me disappear. Don't let this silence take my soul tonight. I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, and I'm still here, still in the fight. Morning coming slow, light on the floor. Same chair, same question, maybe something more. I don't hear you, but I ain't leaving yet. I ain't leaving yet. I found your coat in the hall closet, still holding rain from a long time ago. I put my hand in the left side pocket, found a receipt from a place we used to know. Coffee for two, pie on one plate. You signed your name with a heart by mine. I stood there laughing, then I went quiet. Some little papers can bend back time. I used to rush through every goodbye like love was waiting right outside the door. You'd say, stay a minute. I'd say tomorrow. Now tomorrow don't come around no more. There's dust on the frame by the kitchen window. You in that blue dress, me acting strong. I know that smile, I know what came after. I was already leaving before I was gone. Yesterday still wears your coat, hanging there like it's waiting on me. I say I let go, I say I made peace, but old love keeps moving where my hands can't reach. Nostalgia smiles soft, but regret cuts slow. One gives me warmth, one won't let go. Yesterday still wears your coat, yeah, and I still know the shape of what I broke. Called you last December, thumb on your name, heart in my throat. But what could I say after all these years? I kept your coat, that ain't enough. So I sat on the floor by the closet door, let the hallway dark cover my face. No thunder came, no big confession, just a grown man losing to an old mistake. Maybe I don't miss the house we had. Maybe I miss who I was with you. Maybe regret ain't here to punish me. Maybe it's telling me what was true. I thought time would clean the room, but time just learned where I hide the blame. I kept the coat, kept the silence, like both of them still spoke your name. Yesterday still wears your coat, yeah, hanging there like it's waiting on me. I say I let go, forgive me. I say I made peace, I lied, but your memory still knows where I bleed. Nostalgia smiles soft, but regret cuts deep. One brings your voice, one steals my sleep. Yesterday still wears your coat, and I still feel the shape of what I broke. I put it back, the same old hanging. Didn't fix nothing, didn't let it go. Some nights healing looks like standing still with both hands open and nothing to show. Maybe tomorrow I'll take it outside, or maybe I'll leave it one more night. Yesterday still wears your coat, and I still wear the blame. Yesterday still wears your coat, and I still wear the blame. Your spoon still rests beside the kettle, handle turned left like you always did. I washed every cup, but I kept that little medal, like hiding the proof of the life we lived. The tea went bitter, waiting on nobody. Steam gave up before I could drink. I stood there staring at your old blue mug, like porcelain knows more than I think. You didn't leave loud, that's what haunts me. No suitcase slam, no midnight fight, just fewer words at the kitchen table and your eyes looking past the light. I kept telling myself love gets quiet, kept calling your distance peace, but every quiet morning took a little more, till there was nothing left to we. I lost you slow, and I call it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, we were fine. I said give it time, time took you from me. Now the spoon still knows your tea, still turns left where your hand used to be. I lost you slow, yeah, I lost you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. Tonight I tried to put it in the drawer, just one small spoon shouldn't feel like war, but my hand froze halfway over the wood, like letting go might mean I never understood. I sat on the floor, back against the cabinet, laughing once, then losing breath. Ain't no grand goodbye when truth comes walking, just a kitchen light and nothing left. Maybe love don't always leave in anger, maybe it leaves when nobody asks. Maybe you were begging in small changes and I kept sweeping up the past. I keep blaming silence, but I was quiet. quiet too. I lost you slow, and I called it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, forgive me. I said give it time, I was asleep. Now the spoon still knows your teeth, yeah. Still turns left where your hand used to be. I lost you slow, I lost you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. I put the spoon back, same place as before. Didn't fix nothing, didn't close the door. Maybe tomorrow I'll let it be just a spoon, or maybe not yet. The tea went cold, but I'm still in the room.